Hello and welcome back to the colony with Man of the Antz. We are back in Per Aspera today. It's been a little while. I do feel I need to apologise. I have been taking so long to get back to the regular ongoing video series. As you probably are aware, I was a little bit ill. Well, not ill. I had a bad reaction to my second COVID vaccine, and I've just generally been super run down and tired recently as well. Lethargic, that's the word I was trying to think of. I was almost too tired to think of the word lethargic. So yes, we are back in Per Aspera. So, we are, what are we doing? We're trying to build the Planetary Defense network. We had a few things going on in here, didn't we? So we've got some ice import, we've got the Martian Defense network, we've got two launch pads working on the ice import, we've got nitrogen import, we've got sectors 2 and 3 being unlocked, and the colonist migration as well. All very exciting. Obviously that's been going on for 100 years. What we probably want to do is when we got some of these complete is actually get more colonist migrations ongoing, because that's what we want to do. We want to get this increased so we can get more research points, more research point doodlies. That's what we want. And on the planet itself, of course, this was our latest expansion, so we could gather all of this nitrogen just here. If I think we press this, yeah, you can just see the nitrogen symbol down there, can't you? So I think that's pretty much the only one that we've got around, wasn't it, if I recall? So yeah, we're going to be a bit... Oh, something's finished. What finished? Sector 3's just unlocked. So we're going to go down again. Wonderful. Where were we? Where were we? You've put me in a very weird spot. Yes, we were doing all this nitrogen here, which is still being scanned, but it looks like in that view there, it's probably got all of the nitrogen that's actually going to appear there, hasn't it? Although saying that, there is some water just there. Look, there is some water just there. And what is all of this? Why is all of that there? Because we haven't scanned that, have we? No. So why do we know about all of those resources? I don't recall. Like, we didn't go over there and kill anything, did we? I don't think we would have travelled quite that far to do anything like that. Interesting. Interesting. And of course we have the oceans as well. And our algae bloom, which is going to probably get at least up to the North Pole, this video, I'd have thought. Because it's relatively far. Oh, I don't know. Maybe not. No, because that's like 2 videos worth, isn't it? So we'll probably get to about that line, whatever that line happens to be called. But at some point, it'll get... Are they connected? They are just about connected. So at some point, it will get all the way over here, which is actually very close to where that water was, which was about there, wasn't it? So I think we will expand across to the east there to get... Oh, is that the other sector? That's sector 2 that has been unlocked now as well. Fantastic. Not that it's going to do us much good, but it's done. Oh, that being said, that means there are 2 launch pads not doing anything. We don't want to import greenhouse gases, I don't think. No, because the temperature is good. Let's not let that go too crazy. 34.3 is as pretty warm. Let's not get that any higher. What else do we want to do then? Another space elevator? Do we need... Oh, we can't do more colonist migrations. It's not down there as an additional one. Well, that's a bit of a shame. That's a bit of a shame. Huh. Maybe we'll get another space. There must be a reason you can build more than one space elevator. So maybe we'll get another space elevator built. Where is ours at the moment? Is this it? Yeah, that's it. So the existing one is... Where is it? It's here somewhere. Here somewhere. I've got absolutely no idea where. It'd be near... You'd have thought it'd stand out a little bit, wouldn't you? Being a cable that goes into space. I cannot see it. Didn't I put it somewhere... somewhere slightly odd? Not over there. If we said to do another space... Let's just say to do another space elevator. We may as well get both of them on it, and then we'll... Oh, hello. I'm going to keep doing that, am I? And then we'll decide where to put it afterwards, because it has to be near the equator, doesn't it? Where did I put it? Where are you, space elevator? I just wanted to make sure that was the equator. Do you know, I've got what I could do? There is a way. Where's the buildings? Structures. What was it? What does it class as? Oh, it doesn't really class as any of those, does it? Core? Is it a core building? Is it not just a search? There isn't, is there? I just want to know where it is now. It's kind of irrelevant, and all this time we're actually running on 1 speed as well. Space elevator, there it is. Where are you? Where are you? There you are. It does have a fairly unique little icon, actually, doesn't it? Once you know what you're looking for. So it's actually, yeah. So I don't know why it showed me it being over there. But the icon's there. That's very weird. But anyway, it's over there. We know where it is now. So if we can get that built like... maybe in this new one over here, actually. That might be quite cool. Anyway, let's have a quick scout around, see if we discovered any more water, because as always, water is the concern. Stock is not looking brilliant, and it hasn't for some time. Now, we did build... oh, we have the magnetic dipole shield. Wonderful. What do we need that for? I can't remember. We have the fusion plant. Maybe we'll get the fusion plant. We have everything in space now. Biotech, we can't really do much here until we actually have the... resources? No. Conditions. Until we have the conditions for it. Maybe we'll get this assault drone speed. What was the fusion plant? Yeah, we don't really need power. We've got a lot of power. So we'll get the... yeah, we've got plus 1400 power. We are just overrun with power at the moment. So I'm not too concerned about those. Just having a quick scout, see if we can see it. There's some water down there. A little bit over there as well, actually. Maybe we should start working our way down there. It's not going to hurt, is it? There's a bit down there as well. What else can we see? What else can we see? What is... oh, it's one of the... no, an aquadome. Oh, that actually does the cyanobacteria, which we turned off, but it's already... it's done it. It's done its job. We may as well just leave it on, right? What difference is it going to make at this stage? So we have lots of water extractors running along here. Halted. Oh, because you're full. Oh, that's an issue. So there is... the water extractors are filling up. Maybe we will put down a storage center. Put it between these two. It's going to be in a flood zone again. So maybe we'll put down a storage center and we'll put down a worker hub as well, just to try and get that water moving a bit better. I think I said this last time, but is that maintenance facility offline? How does the maintenance facility go offline? I don't know. So it hasn't got any power. Well, it doesn't have any power. Right, we need to get that sorted. Let's get a solar farm down there. Yeah, these water ones are doing okay, but they're quite next to a hyperloop as well. I suppose they're fairly close as well. And actually, they no longer... oh, they are still full, actually. I take it back. We could change it to customize mode and say just do water. But do you know what? I think I'm just going to leave it. Everything else is very full as well. So we're going to just have to let that do its thing, I think. Let's have a quick scan around, see what we can see around here. Where did we have nitrogen? Up here. There's no... oh, there is one more, actually. There is one more. Let's get another nuclear nitrate extractor on that one, which is within power and electricity, which is perfect. We don't have to concern ourselves with that.
This will enable maximum speed for my assault drones. Nothing will be able to outrun them.
Nope, nothing at all. I mean, there is nothing to outrun them, apart from other assault drones, which may have the same upgrade, so won't be able to outrun them, but will move at exactly the same speed, potentially. Ah, classic. Classic. So I don't think... there's a few waters down here that we could do, but it's probably going to be more beneficial for us to just expand on towards... I thought I saw another nitrogen somewhere when I was talking about something else, but I didn't really make a proper note of where. And of course now I can't see anything. No. No. Okay, well, it doesn't matter too much. I'm sure we're getting a lot. The oxygen's gone down by 1%, which is lovely. Happy to see that. So I wonder if our workers can build roads across this sort of terrain, or is that impassable? So it's mostly up this north side of it. I'm just wondering if we go there, are we going to be able to get down here, or is that going to be a separate route entirely? I think we're going to have to find out. We're just going to have to do it and find out. So let's get down a worker first of all, which has got no maintenance and no power there. Awesome. So let's pop down. I'm just going to stick with solar. Oh, I'm saying that we have lost a little bit of power. Is there any... Oh, there's a uranium source there. As in we've got a uranium mine there. Oh, a few things here are actually dead already, look. That can't even be that old, can it? Not the solar farm. Yeah, that's already done. Already done. I wonder if there's... Oh, I was going to say if there's a risk of you running out of resources before you actually finish the game, but I suppose you could always just expand into like these areas and grab all of this stuff, and also we have resources out of the wazoo. So let's do a fission plant, just to make sure we do have more power than is reasonably needed by any single person, or AI. And then we're just going to confirm to ourselves, yeah, it's sort of where that little lip there is. So when we get to about there, we'll build the Aerological Scanner. But for now, we just need to continue that expanding. So let's get another worker hub. Which says it's not going to have power, but I think it might do. Oh, actually it won't. Actually it won't. So let's put power down there, which says it's not going to have maintenance. I think it will, but we are going to need another maintenance. Actually it won't. They are just out of range each time. So let's put down another maintenance, and now we are definitely within that bubble, aren't we? Come on, autosave, do your thing. Yeah, so if I bring one down towards the water ridge there and build an aerological scanner right about there, will that have power? Built a solar farm, didn't I? Well, actually won't again. So we'll put down another aerological, another power source. Sorry, we'll just pop that there for now. So we'll wait for all that to get built. And then we will see where we are at that point. Water's doing, well, it's not doing too bad, I suppose. It's sort of leveling out a little bit, so maybe we'll be okay. But, I mean, we are going to need, if we're going to bring more people in as well, we're going to need more water. So we are definitely going to need to, well, then we can't bring more people in, because we just looked at that, didn't we? Did we? Or is that another time I looked at it? Because I'd like to get more colonists going, but I can't. Can I just add more? Or I can just add more to that ongoing migration there. Yeah, I looked at some point down here, didn't I, to see if colonist migration was down there, because it's ongoing, though of course it's not there. We can now do a magnetic dipole shield, which we are going to need to do, actually. And it's probably more important than either of these. Does that mean auto renews on or off? It means it's on. So I'm going to turn this one off, so it's not going to auto renew. What about, should we turn off one of these as well, and we can do one extra colonist migration, and one extra on the magnetic dipole, and one on the magnetic dipole even. I think that's what we'll do. That's what we're going to do. Look at all the stuff that's out here now, like nitrogen import, ice import. Why can't I? Oh, there we go. There's so much stuff going on. Is this, what was this? This our space mirror array that's no longer really doing anything, is it, I suppose? Yeah, there's just so much stuff going up in that space now. How are we going over here? Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there slowly. I would like... It's not going to be close enough, is it? Where's a worker hub? Oh, I didn't build another worker hub, did I? One there, one there. That's not too bad, I suppose. Yeah, I'd like to know if I could build like a worker hub there and one there. I might pop one down there. And then we'll try building something over that other side. Well, it does connect actually, so maybe it'll be okay. So yeah, we'll go across there. We could always branch into here as well if we wanted to grab any of this stuff. Because at this point, from there, just trying to figure what would be the... It's probably, is that still the quickest? Do we just go straight across, or do we sort of head at a bit of an angle down here? I don't really know. I suppose that is actually a massive floodplain, so we're not going to be able to get there at some point. So we are going to need to go through here, aren't we? So yeah, we'll make our way down here at some point. But we are talking long-term goals there, long-term goals. We are still on at maximum speed. Will it tell us when those two other rockets are free, I wonder, or are we going to have to keep checking? I'm just going to scan... See if we can see anything else for us to... hello little buddy. See if we can see anything else for us to build or concern ourselves with at the moment. Silicon is... Can I change the time frame? Yeah. Actually, silicon's pretty good. I'm not going to concern myself with it. Just because it was on only 3,000. It's like, do we need to worry about silicon? But no. Electronics, on the other hand, is terrible. Not over 100 days, but it is a very steady decline, isn't it? Something is eating up all the electronics. So I think we're going to need to build some more electronics factories. Now, what does electronics take? Steel and aluminium. Okay, let's look for... there's a nitrogen thing there that's dead. Let's go around and look, see if we can see any suitable places. I can see some aluminium there and some steel there actually as well. So let's pop electronics factory in there. Anywhere near a Hyperloop terminal is sort of fine as well. I can see a couple of steels there. There's probably not going to be very much aluminium down here because it's all going to have been used up by now, I'd imagine. But let's get one in there anyway. That's all in a floodplain. Let's try to avoid that. I can see steel there again. So I might pop one down here, even if I can't see any... I mean, everything is such a mess at this point. It's almost impossible to actually try and pick apart what everything is, isn't it? Right, let's have a look in some of these other areas over here. But let's start getting rid of some of these. So we've got no nitrogen there. Let's get rid of that. This thing, do we need to worry about that as a route? Not really, I don't think. No, let's get rid of that. Same with this one. This one can go. Let's get rid of that. That one I am actually a bit more concerned about, because if we lose that, then this route from here to here. And we do have the Hyperloop, I suppose, but nonetheless, I'm a little bit more hesitant to get rid of that one. Let's leave that one be. We have steel here. And we've probably got aluminium somewhere because it's a newer site, isn't it? Let's pop another electronics factory down here. I know there's already one there, but hey ho, now there's two. And then I'm going to have a suddenly stupidly itchy nose. How are we doing over here? Some uranium, some carbon. We're just working on the Aerological Scanner now, which is the important part. Oh my word, that is hell of a journey, mate. That is hell of a journey you've just undertaken. Good on you. Good on you. You crazy son of a gun. Is it going to be worth... Where's our Aerological Scanner? Yeah, we should probably put like an Aerological Scanner down here, shouldn't we? Is there anywhere else where we're not actively scanning? I mean, when they're starting... They just scanned most of the ocean up here, look. It'd be nice if they didn't scan. Like, once the water was there. What is... Oh, it's purple. It's chemicals, isn't it? Yeah, these ones have got such long scans to do, but we don't have any actual buildings down there to move the scan in anyway. I can't see any other... Is that all chemicals? Yeah. Yeah, I can't see any other major dead areas apart from over here, which we're about to sort out anyway. So I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Had some more colonists. We're up to 3,005, which actually increased our colonists quite nicely over this video. Oh, that's been done, but it's got no electronics, no power. So we'll get that one prioritized. They're probably doing that one anyway, but just to be sure, Power's back up to plus 1,400. CO2, sorry, is down to 1%. What happens if CO2 goes down to 0%? Is that a concern for us? Does all the algae then die? You'd sort of assume it would, wouldn't you? What was that? Oh, the solar farm just completed, so that aerological scanner will now be running. I've got so much going on now, it's actually quite horrendously affecting my frame rate. Bearing in mind, the game is just a globe with some... I suppose the 3D if you go in close enough, but realistically, it's almost like a 2D map on a 3D globe, isn't it? And yeah, my PC, which I like to think is relatively okay, although I do think my CPU is a limiting factor more and more, even though it's a Ryzen 7 2700X. So it's 8 core, 4 gig, 16 hyper-threaded cores. So it seems like it should be okay, but it does seem to be struggling more than I'd expect it to. Like, I'm down to under 20 frames a second here. City Skylines is regularly under 30 frames a second. Obviously in Flight Simulator, the huge limiting factor was my CPU there as well. And I know it's not my GPU, because, yeah, there's nothing very GPU intensive about this. It'd be nice if the CPU could unload some of its requirements to the GPU if it is quiet, because I suspect... Let me just bring up my task manager and have a look at the usage of... yeah, my GPU is being used between 20 and 40%. It seems to be averaging around 35%, so it's absolutely fine. It's running at a massive 35 degrees centigrade, my GPU, which really tells you that it is doing basically nothing. Of course, my CPU says that it's only at about 25-30%, but that's because if I go into the resource monitor, it'll tell me that one core is being absolutely destroyed, because games just don't do hyper-threading very well, which is always a pain. Yeah, it's not quite 100. The one core is about 90%, and all the rest are sort of between sort of 15-30. We've got the superior assault drone speed, so I'm not too worried about the assault drone factories, because we're not like to build any more factories anytime soon. So let's get the fusion plant. Let's get that on the go. There's another very long journey there. I'm guessing they went from there. I'm still convinced I saw a nitrogen resource somewhere. Maybe I just saw like one of these drone, I can't even see the drone marker, like the drone things look slightly like a nitrogen marker when you're speeding past them. We already have some water down here, so let's get... Nope. Where am I looking? Right at the top. There it is. Let's get that down. Although water's doing okay, it is actually on the rise. I wonder if that's because that storage I put in over here is doing good stuff. It has 20 water, so it's doing something. I don't know about good stuff, but it's doing something. That extra worker may have helped. I think I said, I don't know if I already said this video, I think I have said before that once I am done with this series, I'm probably going to go back. I'm probably going to go to someone who knows what they're doing in the game on YouTube and just watch someone else play the game. I know it's got 6 in storage, but I'm sure they'll sort that out. And just look up some like general tips, because I'm trying to play this blind, because I want it, because if I got like immediately stuck, I would probably have gone and found someone who knew what they were doing anyway, and so I could figure out what to do. But as I'm doing okay, although it is on easy mode, so you know, not blowing my own trumpet or anything. I want to just see this through to the end now. But I want to go back afterwards and watch people who know what they're doing so I can go, oh, I did all of that horrifically wrong. Let's close that and that. At some point I'm going to see this nitrogen thing again, and I'm not going to be sure if it was a new one or one that I did see like half hour ago. Or 20 odd minutes ago to be specific. Yes, we're not finding any more nitrogen up here as I would suspect. I'd like to see this go further, to be honest. Like, it's gone down 1%, but we've got so much nitrogen extraction going on. And we've got nitrogen import going on as well here. How is everything? We do have a couple of we do. I knew I should have checked that earlier. Oh, no, we don't. Oh, it needs a space. Oh, we need a separate space elevator for that. Because the space elevator is being used for that. Ah.
We will demonstrate on Mars what Earth should have been doing all along.
Let's add someone back in. In fact, should we add both of them, or should we add someone else in? I'm going to add someone else in colonist migration. Did it again. I'm so sorry. The seas haven't expanded for so long. I don't know what else you would need to do to expand the seas. Has that cyanobacteria gone down? Like, I'm sure they were way above that. I wonder if oxygen, CO2's gone down to 0% now. So I do wonder if the lack of CO2 is having a negative impact on the cyanobacteria, which makes sense. That makes sense. Can we see one of our domes? I'm sure we had one near sort of a water source somewhere. Or like an ocean somewhere. Yeah, I think I'm thinking of the aquadome. But we do have, let's go to our building list. Terraforming, is it the biodomes? If that's what I'm thinking of, they're all off anyway, aren't they? Yeah, convert CO2 into O2. So I wonder if they would work if I did turn them on. Or if there is so little CO2. Did it again, so sorry. Or if there is so little CO2. Because shouldn't they be turning the planet around them green? Or they just do it internally, perhaps? Maybe they just do it internally. Didn't I have something that... No, maybe not. Maybe not. Oh my word. Oh my, I've done that so many times in the last few minutes. That's insane. What's wrong with me? So where are we? What are we doing? What do you got? We could put a couple more crater domes in over here. There is water there. It's not bad. I might put one in actually. Just to give us a little more breathing room in terms of number of colonists. Oh, that's gone way up. Am I looking at the same? Yeah, there's only one massive ocean. That's weird. So I wonder if it went down because there was no CO2, so it started dying. Then there was like a bit of an influx of CO2, so it suddenly started increasing. And then that CO2 is going to disappear again, so it's going to die again. It'd be quite interesting to try and keep an eye on that, I think. Can you see it moving at a... No, you can't see it moving at a sort of high detail definition. But yeah, we'll try and keep an eye on that, because that seems way high now. Like it's almost gone higher than my last building over there. I mean, I suppose technically it is actually higher, isn't it? If you want to get specific about it. We have some more water. We have all this delicious water. Delicious. I might actually build a chemical plant just to expand across towards that water. So that one doesn't have any maintenance. That one's fine. That one has no power. So we'll pop down, how are we doing for power? Doing okay. So let's pop down a solar farm. We'll pop that down about there-ish. And we need some more maintenance, so we'll pop that down there-ish. Excellent. We'll let them do their thing. I'm going to need, looking at that, we're going to need another Hyperloop terminal, aren't we? That's what we could really do with there. Yeah, if we put that down there... Is it worth building another one over there, maybe? How much further? Not much further. I might put one... I might put it there. That might actually be our first little expansion across the water. So I'm going to need one there. Yeah, I'm going to put one there. It's got no power. So let's put down a solar farm there. And that's got no maintenance. So let's put down some maintenance. Well, neither of them had maintenance, actually. There. Yeah. That seems like a sensible idea to me. That seems like a sensible idea. Okay. So they need to go doing their thing, getting built. How is everything else looking? Electronics is looking a bit healthier. Food is down. Whoa now. Whoa now. Food is down to 88. Everything else, apart from water, is in the thousands. But food is at 88. Now food, if I remember correctly, isn't that chemicals and water? It absolutely is. What do we have over here? Chemicals and water, you say? Well, in that case, let's turn this into a little food processing area. Now, it's not near to any colonist areas, necessarily. But it is next to a Hyperloop. So I'm going to put 3 food factories down there. How many? Where's the nearest worker to there? We did put 1 down, actually. That's not too bad. That might be okay. Okay, so we're just going to let that... There's a lot of stuff to get built there now. There's a lot of stuff to get built there. Food is going up. I wonder if food's going up because colonists are leaving. Although the numbers are ticking up, which is really nice, actually. You have to excuse the sudden zoom there. I'm trying to keep an eye on an ongoing incident in my city. So I was just scrolling along the Twitter feed for that thing, and obviously even scrolling off window causes the game to scroll. So what do we have going on? What do we have going on? How is this doing? Yeah, it's come way down again, look. So yeah, that's what's happening. The CO2, because it's dying, the CO2 is increasing, so this grows, and then because the CO2 is out, it goes back down. How do I create CO2? With nuclear carbonate extractors. That probably is like the only way I have of doing it. I haven't seen any of that resource for what feels like 70 years. That's not what I wanted at all. I wanted to do that. Yeah, there is no major source of that resource. Does it need a resource to go on, or can it just go anywhere? It requires carbon. Well, let's get a couple of these. We must have some carbon. I've seen some. I see one down there. There's one just there. Look, let's get a couple of these down. A couple of these nitrogens are already out, look. That's crazy. So we'll get a few of these down. We'll turn them off should we need, if the CO2 starts getting too much. But I think we do need to encourage the growth of plant life on the planet, which currently we are slightly hindering. So let's get rid of this. That's serving no purpose anymore. This iron mine is out. This one is out. Is that... I might get rid of it. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how that path goes, I think, when that disappears. How are they doing building the new stuff down here? Slow, I think, is the answer to that. Slow. And they still got this to go yet as well. Which has so far got nothing. Why? Oh, I had that up there and I wondered why is there an exclamation mark on the aluminium, but it's actually next to the O2 because it's on 30%. So it's still technically a flammable atmosphere, but only just. I'm not too concerned about that. Some more chemicals up there that we might go and get. Currently have a lot anyway. Food is, yeah, going down again. Not ideal. I can get rid of that one. I like to try and get rid of the dead things if I can, just because it's going to make everything a little bit tidier, because it is just pure chaos. Look at that. It is absolute chaos. Oh, something's happened. We've done something. Off it goes. No idea what it's doing. It's doing something. Good job, you. Keep on doing whatever you're doing. Can we see what that's doing? It looks like we've actually got a couple of... That's a bad one to pick. Yeah, we've got a couple of those spare now. What we just did. We have the space elevator. But if we have a space elevator, why does that say we need a space elevator? Can you only have one space elevator? Can it only do one thing at a time? That says it needs a space elevator. Oh, I'm confused. Or do we not? Oh, we don't have it yet. We need to build. Right, okay. I'm less confused. I am less confused. So how far... Not about a building's length outside. Where is the existing one? It's there, isn't it? So we could put one over here. We could put it, I think like maybe in between these two could be quite cool. Obviously it's not in a floodplain, which is a good thing. There's this new area, but there's not a lot in that new area yet, is there? So maybe like over here would be a reasonable place to put it. And I might put it in between those two so we can join those up. We do need to have it next to a hyperloop really though, don't we? And there's a hyperloop down there, look. So maybe actually we'll put it in a flood zone. No, we will not. And I can't quite squeeze it in there. So maybe I'll put it there and we'll actually just give it its own hyperloop. Maybe we'll do that. So it's got no maintenance. It's got no power. Well, now it's got maintenance. Perfect. We're going to pop it down there. We're going to pop down a worker. Oh, I saw that. I saw that. Oh, there. We're going to put a worker down there. We're going to give it a solar farm. In fact, can we join it up with that? Bloody irregular terrain is an absolute nightmare. Oh, there we go. We've joined it up with that. And it needs maintenance as well. Only just. So we'll put the maintenance. I saw you pop up there somewhere. Pop that there. Awesome. Awesome. So I'm going to make that and that a priority. And I did say I was going to give it its own hyperloop terminal, didn't I? So we'll pop that down there. I wonder if that's going to actually be within range of the power. It might not be. It might not be. It's hella close. I might just pop another power in if we can fit one in over here. Join all this together. There we go. Cool. Cool. Right, how are we doing over yonder? Over in the far reaches here. Slowly. Oh, we were on 1 speed for ages. Oh, my bad. My bad. We could have done so much more in that time, and I just chose not to. Another nitrogen is out. We'll get rid of that one. Didn't we do this? I think it was due to be scrapped, and it just hasn't done it yet. Well, things are getting exciting, I will say that. Things do really seem to be just, now that we've got all of this stuff, it just seems to be really ramping up. I really should have got more launch sites down sooner. I think that's going to be one of the first things I suspect when I look up some tips on how you should have played the game if you weren't a moron. I think one of the things it's going to say is do not neglect launch sites. Get, like, every time you expand your base, get at least one down. And when we had, like, this behemoth, if you remember how big that was when all that was actually filled in, we really should have had like 2 or 3 launch sites here, I think. How is our water's actually doing pretty well. Those new mines are definitely helping. Our cyanobacteria is doing pretty well at the moment. Oh my god, mate. That is... Where have you even come from? That is an insane journey. That is insane. We do have our carbonite extractors working now, so hopefully there'll be enough to keep this alive and stop it receding back down south again. Only time will tell, I suppose. They managed to build that one before they did anything up here, which is mildly confusing. Well, not confusing, mildly annoying, I suppose is what I'm going to go for. Like, where are you going? Like, over here, I guess. That's, again, an insane journey. What are you journeying in or on? It's just like a blimp. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. I think I've seen them arrive. I don't think I've ever just seen them travel across, like, the wastes of Mars. On preposterously long... Honestly, that is absolutely insane. Why would you take that journey? Just use the Hyperloops at this point, right? Like, everything's connected to the Hyperloop. You're just doing yourself a disservice by doing that. Is that being scrapped? It already is being scrapped, yes. Oh, this is our new area. I didn't even realise this was the new area. We can speed everything up again before I forget and we sit here for 10 minutes with nothing happening. Right. Right. I suppose the space elevator is the next thing for us to concern ourselves with. Where did I put that? Like here. Oh, we do have it. So first of all, we need to connect this up to just everything. Yep. Yep. Oh, why didn't that? Yep. 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 It's actually a really nice little sort of staging one, isn't it? It's connected to so many. I think that is a perfect place for that. So let's get the magnetic dipole connected to that. Yes, we now have that going as well. And the other one's doing this. How's this doing? 9 out of 20. Maybe we should have done... Yeah, actually, I'm going to cancel that. And actually, I'm going to get both... Take 67 iron. That's not... I mean, in terms of iron, we've got so much that doesn't matter in the slightest. But it's just getting those resources there is going to be an absolute nightmare. But yeah, I think we're just going to get that speeding along quicker is the plan. Should I just build another space elevator? I feel like I should. So we'll get a couple of spaceports working on a third space elevator. I don't want to sleep on it and then be at a point in a video or two's time where we have like 4 missions all requiring space elevators and we've just got 2 at the moment. I do wish some of this stuff would get built. Like, they haven't even started it yet. Can we get that built, please? Is that okay? I would really like that to be built if you wouldn't mind. Do we not have enough workers over here? I suppose we could have some more. Wouldn't hurt, would it? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know if having multiple workers just confuses things more. Like this dude. Oh, because he's just doing the space elevator, I see. No, it's the spaceport. So he's doing something anyway. He's sending something there. What's colonists? And it's in transit to Earth, so I don't really get why you're just dropping everything. Do they have storage there? Oh, they do have a stockpile of stuff. So yeah, he's just dropping stuff off there, I suppose. It's interesting how they work. Right, so let's just have another quick scan of everything, see if we can see any more lovely resources. Have we not discovered any more water, actually? You're darn right we've discovered more water, and I've just ignored it. Oh, there is one right there, look. So we're going to cancel that. Oh, no, it's aluminium. So we're going to put a food factory back. We won't go over the aluminium in case we do need it. We'll pop it down there. And then we shall build... Have we got a worker over there? I might build a worker over this side, actually. And then we wait. And then we wait. Let's pop a worker down. Oh my word, we got the fusion plant as well. Excellent. So engineering is completely done. Space is completely done. Military just has the assault drone factories. So we're going to have to start doing this stuff, aren't we? Let's just do the tent city and get that done. We're up to 4,000 people here, actually. That is fabulous. Let's get a work hub just right in the middle. And then, it's not what I wanted, water extractors. So we want one there, and one there. And now they're all saying they don't have maintenance or power at the moment. But where is our maintenance facility? So we're going to need another one over this side, aren't we? So we'll pop that one down there. Now that's complaining it's got... We're not building any power over here, are we? I don't think. Oh, we are. We're building a solar farm there. We do have a fusion plant now. What does it take? I might build one. I'm gonna build one over here. I want it to be here because I want it to... there it is. So it uses nuclear fusion, but does it actually have any... Does it require any input? It doesn't seem to. Right, this one is done, so let's connect this up as soon as possible because that will help speed everything up, I think. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff over here that hasn't been built yet. A lot of stuff. Hopefully that will help. With that being said, if they're bringing stuff from, like, say, like here, do they go down there to send it up there? Is that quicker? I don't know. I don't know. I just want to look at this one. I want to see if this one is as busy as I thought it might be. Yeah. Stuff coming from every direction over here. Yes, that is hugely busy. Which is good. That is good. It has a very variable stockpile. It just goes all over the place, doesn't it? But that's awesome. That's exactly what we wanted to see. How is our cyanobacteria doing? It hasn't actually done as well as I hoped.
Tent colonies are the last step before fully open skies. We are almost there.
I think we need at least one more, or maybe two carbonite extractors. Do we have any more close carbon resources? There's one there, but it's in a floodplain. Do we care? Probably not. Probably not. Anywhere else? Not that I can really see, actually. I wonder if that's because we've just mined all of the carbon that we feasibly could. That's definitely gone up a little bit since we last looked. That's 'cause I was kind of using that as my sort of benchmark. So it's definitely gone up a fair bit again. Right, can we see any which isn't too far? I can see one down there, but that's a hell of a run. There's one there as well, which isn't too bad. But it is just one. There's one there. Oh, there must be a better source than that, surely. Surely, heaven to Betsy, there is a better solution than those which are quite far away and going to require a relatively substantial infrastructural investment. Well, there's one down there. It's a shame there's only one down there, but that is quite close, and there's one there as well, and there's one there actually as well. So let's get, I think, We'll get those down. Oh, it can just. There we go. And that one's going to need its own as well. But we'll connect that up that side. And then we're going to need some power. We'll just stick with solar farms, I think. Which will connect those two up, and that should have maintenance from that one. And then we don't really need workers there, do we? They'll just do their own thing. Yeah. In fact, that one's already been built, because the workers down there are apparently so quiet, they can just smash stuff out as quick as they like. Fair play. Fair play. So that's a little bit more CO2 that's going to be pumped into the atmosphere. Oxygen is finally below 30%. That is insane how long that has taken us to get there. And over here, things are moving. How much is it scanned? It's scanned yet all of that water particular areas. There might be maybe a couple more down here, but that's probably about it. Yeah, I think I probably need another... I'm building another worker, aren't I? Yeah, I'm building another worker there. Oh. I saw part of the problem there. Look how slow the workers are traversing this horrible terrain. When that floods, they're not going to be able to go across that, are they? And that will flood. We are going to need to join these up at some point. That's an interesting little conundrum. I suppose they will have that Hyperloop route there, won't they? Yeah, ideally, we do want a road route between them as well. Interesting. Cool. Well, I think we're going to leave that there then. I think the benchmark of getting the oxygen under 30%, I think, is huge. It's taken us so long to do that. I think that is a really good... Well, it's a really good thing for, obviously, the terraforming of the planet. It's really going to just help us moving forward. How is the cyanobacteria? That's how it's gone right down again. I am trying cyanobacteria, and yet I let you down at every turn. So many dead things. Like, every time I look, there's like about another 5 or 6 dead mining resources somewhere. That's crazy. That's crazy. And how are these doing now? This space elevator is 3 of 12, nowhere near. And this one is now on 14. So that's done 5 launches since we last looked. It only takes 3 months to do it once it has those resources. So that's really good. I wonder if this one's just in a better position to get the resources to it quickly. I'm just watching that, and yeah, this one hasn't gone up at all. This one, look, because it's in such a good place where it's just surrounded as well. It's got a couple of iron coming in now. But yeah, this one I think is just in such a better place that is just doing all the work on its own. It's just carrying that other space elevator completely. Cool. We're going to leave that there. I think that's been a really good video. We've had a nice bit of expansion over here. Got a whole bunch of water. Water is still ticking up. Food is still saying it's going down, but we haven't built those additional food factories. Or we have actually got one. I'm a liar. We do have one food factory there. I think I need to start prioritizing some of this stuff, don't I? Let's prioritize that so we can get the Hyperloop up and running. That's all we need to prioritize, actually, because that's being built now, hasn't it? So we can go and connect that up, even though it's not working yet. Yeah, we've had a nice little expansion over there. We're under 30%. We've had a few things complete up in the orbital view. We don't have anything. We don't have anything though that's waiting. So we can start the magnetic dipole once we've got this done. Or this done, I suppose. If we just have another space elevator, that could be about enough to do it. I wonder if we've actually done... We've done another launch, which is this one down here, look. And that one's still waiting. Yeah, that is definitely that is the beast. That is the beast space elevator. Cool. Well, hope you're enjoying this. If you are enjoying it, obviously, that like button, that is just waiting for you to press it. It just wants you to press it so badly. So why not? Why not give it a little tippy tap? That'd be lovely. Thank you so much. Comment, subscribe, all those good things. Comment in particular if you have any sort of non-spoilery suggestions, I suppose, on stuff I could do to optimize the efficiency of my insane... I don't know whether I'm going to watch someone else's like tips guide on this or something, and they're just going to have such a completely different mindset, whereas my mindset is just like smash it all together. Wherever it goes, it goes. It feels like the building sort of efficiency, really, I guess. It's really limited by the fact that everything has to be connected to another building. So you can't just really say, like, oh, I want a factory section over here, and I'm going to just connect, like, a bit of a road down to this mining section. Because you have to have things on that road to do it. So, yeah, it feels like you're quite limited by that. But obviously, that was a very conscious design decision, so I'm not saying that's necessarily a bad thing. We'll get that colonist limit increased. We've got about 1,000 extra colonists since we've done this video, which is awesome. Look at all these dead things, look. All these resources we are slowly just ripping out of the shell of the planet. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's terrible for the planet. We're just absolutely just wrecking it to get this colonized. Get this terraform, sorry. That's the name of the game. That's what we're going to do. Yeah, cool. Don't forget I do stream on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. UK time. Don't turn up at 6 p.m. UK time. You'll be waiting for an hour for anything to happen. We're currently playing City Skylines, which, similar to this game, is all about the traffic. It's all red over there now. Look, all red. So come along. Fancy giving me a hand over there? You can also help me name some sort of major thoroughfares or some districts or something if you like. We were coming up with some crackers last time round. So come along and help me out with that. If I don't see you there, I'll see you next time in Per Aspera. And as always, thank you very much for joining me.